Hello everybody, how's it going, and welcome back to the As Always podcast, episode 145. I'm one of your hosts, James, and I'm joined, as always, by Tyler.
As always, how's it going, my friend?
It's going pretty well, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Happy to be here, excited.
Nice.
Feels like it's been a while since I've done a podcast for some reason, even though I do them almost every day.
It does a little bit, doesn't it? Well, I think we recorded all of the other ones in advance a little bit.
Yeah, we've been good at that, but usually this is actually late compared to when we usually record. Like, this is the old time. For years, for half a decade, this has been the day of the week and the time of that day that we record the podcast.
Yeah, true.
So this is normal in a lot of ways, but it feels weird now. We don't record on Sunday nights anymore. Well, Sunday nights for me, Sunday midday for you.
Middle of the day on a Sunday. It's, the birds are singing outside. It's nice. It's a nice time. It's a nostalgic time. I felt like we could just be going live now.
Oh shit! Yeah, remember? Oh my god, remember that? I forget that we did a live podcast back in the day.
The good old days.
Yeah, far out.
Classic.
Simpler times, man. Simpler times. Like, we
sure
actually care. Like, imagine having a podcast together that you and I sit there and we talk about like Assassin's Creed lore.
Oh, amazing! Desmond's son is in a comic.
And like, we're genuinely invested in that conversation. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's not even like ironically. And then I guess, begrudgingly, we sort of get into the discussion of it all.
Yeah, it's not having a laugh or anything.
It's like genuinely like, this matters to me. Like,
this
really genuinely matters to my emotions and feelings about
I got you up in the middle of the night so we could make a special podcast about Desmond's son being found in Syndicate.
Oh my god,
that was the thing that we did.
I literally got up like 4 a.m. You woke me up. Tyler! So it's like we fucking cracked the code to life.
So dumb.
Get up, Tyler! Get up! There's a hint. Desmond has a son. He's a sage in Syndicate. I'm getting up. I'm on the computer. Like, that's a thing we did.
Amazing. So ridiculous.
That's brilliant. Oh my god. Thank god we're here now. We've grown. We've gotten better. Do you know why we've gotten better, James?
I think I do, but I need you to tell me.
It's because of the great people over at patreon.com/as always for just $1 a month. If you like what you're listening to here and you want to hear more, head over there to patreon.com/as always. $1 a month. You get exclusive access to over 100 episodes of the Clubhouse podcast. That's the best podcast on the internet. We've been having some really great episodes lately. We had a very the big emotional episode this past week, which was, the title sort of speaks for itself. And we've been putting out some amazing content over there, plus early access to things like the Dynamite Show. Audio comes out on Tuesdays, as well as that latest skit as its own video has been available all week on Patreon, whereas it's only available right now. Well, actually, it's on my channel. It just released on my channel about 12 hours before this comes out. And then, but it was 2 days early on the Dynamite Show, and then even earlier on Patreon. So lots of reasons to head over to patreon.com/as always. So to thank our Patreon producers, we have Avery Dobbs, Clark53, Damien, does the name William Miles ring a bell, Ferentino, Flash Paradox, Franco, I was going to say France, Franco, nice. Jester Olsen, Just Put an End to Me, Albert, King Richard III, Real Kermit Cinema, Robbie Ryan, Hafer, Tristan Weaver, Viridian, Ballsack 47. Thank you, you sweet vintage lads, for helping power this podcast. Appreciate the fuck out of all of you.
Wait.
Epic.
They changed it back again?
What do you mean?
The patron list.
Oh, wait. They have... they fixed it. I didn't even
good.
Notice that.
Oh my god,
I didn't even notice that. No one knows what we're talking about, James, just by the way.
No one has a fucking clue, but it's incredible. I'm so happy they fixed it. Oh my god. They fixed
the Patreon. That really bothered me for a while. Oh, that's
terrific.
How did I not notice that? I was reading that. That's wild.
Oh, that's nice.
No one knows. Like, everyone's like, what the fuck are they
We've been having a bloody battle with this fucking Patreon list for a while because Patreon fucked it and now they fixed it. So that's happy. That's good. Pleased about that.
Yes. Yes. Is there anything else you're happy or pleased about at the moment, James? What's been going on?
No, nothing.
Nothing?
No. I rarely am pleased and happy. It's a fleeting feeling.
I realize that. How long after you broke the world record for Assassin's Creed did you realize you were chasing just a dream, and now that it's here, it didn't feel as good as you thought it'd feel, and you head into a deep depression following the win?
Oh, 30 seconds.
Yeah, right. I thought it wouldn't take you
on
long.
Stream, actually, as a matter of fact. I just
you sort of realized, like, it felt like a big deal in your head that you're working towards, and then when you felt that feeling, you realize it means nothing, and life is meaningless, so why go on? That's what you thought?
Yeah. Yeah. You got it. You understand me. I appreciate that.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Mm.
I do. Speaking of, congratulations, though, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you.
Becoming the world record holder for the fastest playthrough of Assassin's Creed 1.
Yeah, it was good.
It's who'd have thought in 2021 of all years, like 14 years after the fucking game came out.
It's wild. I didn't think that when I was playing it for the first time.
I'm gonna hold the world record as the best player of this game
in
the world.
It's crazy. It was quite a fun run though, because early on I got quite far ahead, and then the game crashed and like glitches didn't work, and I got set back, and it was just quite tense for the whole thing. And it was the game crashed like 5 times, which was kind of mental. Luckily, like the crashes happened around like when the game was supposed to be loading, so I was able to quit the game, load it back up really quick, and so I didn't lose a lot of time. And even by the end, when I was like 8 minutes ahead, I was still worried that the game was going to crash any second.
You looked tense. You looked tense the whole time, even when you had it in the bag.
Yeah, it was really good though. I enjoyed it a lot. I understand why people do it and why people speedrun loads of different games. It's just really fun.
Are you scared of someone breaking your record now?
No, I want someone to break it. Because I'd like to do it again. Because my run wasn't perfect at all by any means. Like, I could have saved a lot more time. So it'd be nice for someone to break my record so I can have another go at it and try and get it even better.
But you wouldn't do that unless someone beat you, right?
Probably not. I might try it again at some point just for fun. If in like, I don't know, a few months' time no one's done it, I might give it another crack. Just for the fun of it if I'm doing nothing else. But yeah, I don't know. The guy who held the record before me, he is trying again to do it. I've seen him. He was live while I was practicing, so he's been trying for a little bit now, like a month or so.
So he knew you were coming for it, sort of thing.
Maybe, I don't know. I guess he did.
When did he set the record?
Like 8 months ago, I think.
Oh, so it's actually not even that. It's like a recent thing. It's not like one that's been held for years.
Yeah, because the only other 2 or 3 records on there for console are like 5 years old and 7 years old or something, whereas this guy is a couple months old. So, and it was the only one that was like a really competitive time as well, because the rest were like pretty easy
in the 5-hour range.
So this one's like quite a close one, and like even like with my advantage on playing on Series X and everything, I mean I did have a lot of crashes. It was still close, like 8 minutes apart. I mean, it's a lot in terms of a speed run, but I felt like it would be better. I felt like I'd have a better time. So it'll be interesting to see. Better. Yeah, and I definitely can. Like, there's a bunch of fuck-ups. So.
Has the game been ruined for you though? Like, and what I mean by that isn't that you don't like the game or anything, but you'll never play Assassin's Creed 1 the same again.
Yeah, well, this was what I was saying when I was doing the run. I was like, I wonder if I'll be able to switch this off or not, and I'm not gonna know until I play it again, which I'm going to do for the 15-year anniversary. I'll do a retrospective next year. But I don't know. I think if I give it a while and don't play it, maybe I'll be able to slip back in. But it might even feel like 2 different games to me now. Like, speedrunning AC1 is like a different game than just playing through AC1, because it's like
it's
2 modes almost. But I'll see. We'll see.
You spend so much time speedrunning that it just becomes the way your brain's thinking about the game.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, it's muscle memory at this point. Yeah,
exactly. So you won't even be choosing to do it necessarily. You'll just do it naturally.
Yeah.
Because who doesn't love efficiency? If you know you can glitch through something, you're just going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, the fun thing is, though, like, I remember when I was... Because, I mean, both of us have big muscle memory for the Ezio trilogy. And when I was...
dude, I've been great this stream series, but that last stream, for whatever reason, dude, I couldn't fucking do anything. My
really?
parkour was a bit, dude. I was like, what's going on? It's like if it just went like had a stroke and forgot how to play the game again. I've got to relearn it. Every other stream been fine, but this one I was like just jumping off walls the wrong direction and stuff. I was like, what's wrong with me? And I can easily, you want to blame the game, but I'm like, no, it's me. It's me. I don't know why, but I'm just not having it today.
Ridiculous. Oh well.
Yeah. Disaster.
But yeah, I mean,
wow, it's the As Always podcast. And
Assassin's Creed,
the Ezio trilogy.
Yeah, good games though. I mean, but we like those, and we know those so well.
It's just so funny that no matter how old you and I get, no matter how much we never really think about it, when we get on a podcast, we'll just somehow find a fucking way to talk about it.
Well,
even 7 years after we started doing this show.
That's how it goes. I mean, it's good. We never did a podcast during the Ezio Trilogy days. So I guess it's nice to talk about those ones because we started during uni was coming out and everything. We just had Black
but
Flag.
To be fair, I guess we did have a bit of it when the Ezio collection was coming out. Those were nice little days, you know.
Yeah, that was fun.
Before we were hurt.
Before we were.
Not before we were hurt. We were already hurt plenty of times. Before we were
hurt again.
Before we were broken.
Then,
before we were broken. It's just like that guy that still picks that like wrong fucking girl. There's that really fucking just crazy slutty girl that. No, she's different. No, she's different. Your friends all telling you, no, dude. I'm pretty sure I saw her like doing some shit behind the fucking bleachers, and you're like, no, man, you wouldn't do that to me. And they fucking do it every time. Mm-hmm. And you still
AC does do that every time.
That's Assassin's Creed, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah,
that's Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, it is. That is Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to talk about this anymore. Why?
I don't know. It's good though. Me and George have been we've realised that if we talk about Assassin's Creed for like 30 minutes or so on Horsey and Fox, we can clip it and put it on 4 Pillars Clips and get lots of views.
Oh, dude, I put up one clip from the stream the other day. It's the only video that's in the top like 5 that isn't yours. Like,
yeah, it's done bits. It's got like nearly 10,000 views or something stupid.
And it's from fucking 2 days ago. Yeah. I didn't think it was that funny. I sort of did it in the moment and sort of continued on with the rant a bit, and then someone goes, I feel like that's a clip, but I don't know if that was a clip when I sort of stopped. And then everyone's like, that's a clip.
Definitely a clip.
And then everyone's posting. Fucking Amar replied to it.
Amar?
Yeah.
What did he say?
The good old days, goat emoji.
Fuck off.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Fuck off.
Like, fuck you, man. Fuck you. The good old days, you cunt. You know what I mean? You fucking cunt. You fucking bellend.
Go to a fucking river raid, prick.
Oh, fucking hell. He doesn't even work on Assassin's Creed, does he?
Dunno. I think he's the head of like all Canadian IPs or something.
Dude. It was wild on the stream when he. We're just sitting there laughing. It's like, when's the last time you fucking heard the name Amar as Asia?
Oh my god!
You know what I mean? Like, what is this? 2017.
God, he needs to get lost. He needs to fucking do one.
Do one? What's that mean?
Like, get out of here.
Yeah, kick rocks outside.
Yeah, exactly.
No?
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. 4 Pillars Clips is doing good though. That one.
Dude,
that George
what a
put up,
great
the Kotaku
idea.
ranking. It's got 18,000 views.
Yeah, I know. I see that.
Mental. It's the most viewed one, I think.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's wild.
It's the Clips channel is such a great idea.
Yeah, it definitely is.
It's got 2,500 subscribers, people that just want to see clips of us, and the videos all seem to get views. Like, it's got a really active subscriber base.
Yeah,
it's clips of the future too, and we're investing in it now, and I think it's great. At first, I wasn't resistant to it. I just was like not sure what I could contribute to it. But things have just sort of been actually coming up, and I've been enjoying sort of just putting up a clip here and there. So I feel like I'm on board a bit more now.
Yeah, it's nice.
Clips channel.
Yeah. I like it. I like that there's a lot, lots of clips. It's an active channel. People really enjoy it. We can kind of just throw out whatever we want and just grow, the subscriber base, and yeah, it's cool. It's a nice little bit of money in our back pocket. That's what you like, a little bit in there.
You're right, and it's just this thing on like, there's a segment on the Title Show that I'm like, well, it's not going to be on a clip on my channel, and it's just sort of a tail end thing of the show, but it's worthy enough of being clipped out because it's funny, and I sort of want to be able to, even myself, it's almost for myself, to be honest, the Clips channel, because I want to be able to look back on that moment rather than, you always go to those old videos, you're like, oh, remember that happened in that video or that stream or whatever, and you try to go find it, and it takes you fucking ages on a podcast. It's like, no, we've got it's on the Clips channel. There's the actual clip. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's fucking brilliant.
Yeah,
when I think of you being a gay nonce on Clubhouse, that's one of my favourite Clubhouse moments in years. And that was this year. That might be like top moment of the year when James a gay nonce. But that's clipped on the Clips channel. I'm like that. I love that I can find that whenever I think about it. It's there
it's got a
for
really
me to
good
enjoy
thumbnail
back.
too.
Yeah, it's a great thumbnail. Like the first clip I put on there was Leonardo da Vinci's greatest invention. It was just David saying that Leonardo da Vinci invented homosexuality. It's a fucking amazing clip. I love that clip. Eddie calling me on stream, like, yeah, that's just fun. I'm just like, this is cool. I can see why you and Ethan were straight onto it, sort of thing.
Yeah, it's good fun. It's really good fun. And I know as well, like when I'm doing something stupid on stream, I'll know it's a clip. I'll be like, that is a clip. I know I'm doing a clip right now. And so I play it up a bit more. Like when I was going through all the new abilities that were added in the River Raids DLC, and I saw one of them was called Assassin Slide. Immediately I was like, right, that's it. This is a clip. I know this is going to be a clip.
It's a great clip too.
Yeah, that was good fun.
Yeah, that made me laugh. Fuck.
Yeah, good channel. Go subscribe if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Quality.
And we just hit 4,000 subscribers on the Four Pillars Network.
Oh, nice.
So that's cool. That's fucking sick. I feel like we'll have like 10,000 subs by the end of the year. That'd be amazing.
That'd be good. That's a good goal to shoot for.
Yeah. I put out my first skit this week, James, on the
yeah. That's fucking funny.
Do you like that?
Yeah, that was really fucking funny. I don't know what it was about it that was so... It was like the timing and delivery of it all. It just... I don't know. It fucking got me. It's so fucking funny.
Yeah, it came together really well. Like, we had the idea because I was making a character on Red Dead Online because we talked about doing it on, like, Four Pillars Network as, like, a Four Pillars Plays type series or video.
Mm-hmm.
And I was asking David, like, hey, man, like, what sort of thing do you think? I actually was asking him these sorts of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was like, I don't know, what do you reckon about this? And I was like, imagine, I don't know. We just sort of came up with the idea from that. I don't even know who said it or what was said or which moment was like, oh, could be funny. And then I think David goes, what if it's like me hitting on you? Like, it's like over time. And I'm like, this is fucking hilarious. And then we just literally improv'd it. We did one run through and just had two cameras going at once. And all we did was like come up with those ideas that you saw. And we hit record, but we didn't use a single take from it. It was just us running through and getting our laughter out of our system.
Mm-hmm.
Like when David says like a ripe peach and shit like that, like I was just pissing myself laughing. Like my favorite moment in the whole skit is when I go, oh, this is the last thing I need your help with. And David goes, oh, like that. Like really made me uncomfortable. And he did it so impromptu out of nowhere. We didn't script it or anything. And we were just funny. Laughing for ages. So then we just did a second run and got the whole thing in that second run. But there was a lot of laughter in between. There was a lot of time like editing and picking like what needed to be there, what needed to be cut. It was fun, man. I loved it. I want to do more of those. Yeah, but skits are the best. Skits are the best. Like when I come out of the UK next, we need to do more of them.
Yeah, we should just a bunch of cool skits. Just like dumb shit. I feel like those are the best. Like when you see a skit on YouTube, it's like, I don't know, like a minute and a half long. It's just like this just dumb concept, but it's just so fucking funny. Yeah. I love that shit. It's good.
Yeah, and that's what the like Four Pillars Assemble trailer sort of was, but to do other ones could be really cool. Just in using all the memes and shit that we've got through our community, there's a lot that you could sort of actually play out in person and in sort of like live action.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Oh man. Yeah, fucking great. Well, I should probably go to the podcast list. Hey, what have we got today? Oh yeah, I've wanted to ask you about this.
Okay.
People have been really down on Sony this week, and then the other people are being very defensive of Sony. What's your feelings now with that Jason Schreier article that came out from Bloomberg? I talked about it a bit on the Dynamite show about what I think about it, but I haven't heard you talk about it at all. What do you think of what's going on at Sony at the moment?
Well, I haven't read it, so I don't actually know what's going on. All I've seen is people saying that Sony is like, I don't know, they're focusing, they're sort of, I don't know, they're putting all of their focus on these big, huge games, like these big, these, you know the kind of games they fucking make.
I sure do.
And so you've got these, smaller games or smaller studios or other, endeavors they could focus on that are being sidelined or thrown away or cancelled or whatever, and people aren't happy about it. That's what I'm getting from it. I don't know if that's what's happening.
Yeah, sort of is. It sort of is. But it's also like just their focus on. Well, it's more about this one team that has worked with Sony for a long time, and they sort of do the polish offs of games like God of War or like The Last of Us Part 2. They're like an arts studio, and they've sort of just been like the support team, and they wanted to take a lead on a game. But in the end, that game got turned into, oh no, you're going to be doing an Uncharted remake. And they're like, oh no, it's a bit too old. It'll take way more work. You're going to do a Last of Us 1 remake. And I was just talking about that team and how they really wanted, creative control and to be able to do their own thing. And they slowly just sort of once again became Naughty Dog staff were coming in and then more Naughty Dog staff. And over time, it eventually just felt like it was Naughty Dog and running it. And this team was just the sideline team again, rather than them taking the lead or even making their own IP. So that's sort of like that back end of thing. And their focus on those studios that they trust. And then no one else can really do what they want.
Right.
And looking back at the team that made Days Gone, they pitched a sequel and then they're like, no, but you can help make an Uncharted game with Naughty Dog. And they're like, what the fuck? And then so they started working on a new Uncharted apparently, but then lots of their leadership left and their new leadership asked to be taken off the project. So apparently they're now working on a new IP. So their own original game.
Right, yeah. Okay, that gives a bit more context. So I think, I agree. That's Sony. I always champion them for being the ones that let their studios do what they want. They give the creative control to the people that want to create art, and I think that benefited them greatly. When you look at games like Uncharted, The Last of Us, Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man, like whatever it might be, these God of War, these kinds of games that are some of the best in the industry. At the end of the day, they come from not corporate greed, but the people that understand the art form wanting to create something memorable and something spectacular. And so I think it's strange that they would... I said on Twitter, like with regards to like a Last of Us remake, it's not like if it just popped up and came out, it's not something where I'd be like, oh, what the fuck is this? I'd be like, oh, that's kind of cool seeing a game that I love, but it looks incredible. But the idea that we're getting that instead of something that this studio wanted to make and were passionate about, I'm not a huge fan of. I would rather see that new thing from a studio that wants to make it than a remake to The Last of Us. And so I think Sony maybe need to look at what they're doing a bit and look at how they got to where they are and continue that way rather than
cruise. They're trying to get complacent and cruise on what they're like, trying to spend the least amount of money to make the most amount of money. They feel like they've already done the hard work. It's like no. That's what Microsoft thought. That's what they thought. And then look what happened. And now you're doing the same thing. You're repeating fucking history. But that's the cycle of things. Hey, I was on Team Xbox, and then I jumped after last generation to Sony because I felt like they could do no wrong. And now we're in this position where it's like, man, Xbox have got a couple of wins recently, and here's Sony with some big fuck ups. All of a sudden, the momentum's shifting, James.
It's going to be interesting to see where things go and what Sony decides to do. Because it is a shame to see things like Days Gone end up, not getting a sequel now. Because Sony don't deem it, financially beneficial to them to pursue.
Yeah.
And Days Gone was it wasn't the best game ever by any means. But I really, really liked it. And it would have been nice to see that game get a sequel and see where they could have improved and where they could have gone with it. It's a shame because they set up a sequel and it felt like it would go somewhere, and Sony just said, nah, we're going to focus on, franchises we already have and making remakes of those rather than allowing, how do they forget? Look at Uncharted 1. It's hardly a game changer by any means, but without Uncharted 1, you wouldn't have Uncharted 4. So,
or 2 even at the time.
Exactly, yeah, for sure.
Because Uncharted 2 was really blew everyone away.
Yeah, and if you don't give these studios a chance to do something more, make
mistakes,
Yeah, Days Gone wasn't the best game ever, but they could make something great with it. And I think the same thing very well could have happened with Ghost of Tsushima, because Ghost of Tsushima also isn't the best game ever or anything. It's not even the best open world game ever.
Man, it's really good though, hey.
But it's
back to Ghost of Tsushima.
It's very good.
I already have nostalgia for it, man. Being in that world.
See, I think
the
music,
the soundtrack was amazing.
Hugely overrated, to be honest. I think it's a great game, but I feel like it's just.
But it was charming, man. It's not even about saying it's some great, amazing game. I just thought it was just a really nice, charming game.
I think
really lovely, atmospheric game.
I think as well. I have a big issue with the side content because I feel like that dragged out my experience, and made it
Oh
feel
yeah,
worse for me.
I just played the main story.
So, so I have that there too, where I'm just like, I did a lot of bullshit. There's a lot of like bullshit in this game.
Yeah.
But that's stuff that could be improved in the sequel, which they will do, because it did so well. And like partly why it did so well is also because The Last of Us Part 2 did so well and was so controversial that people latched onto what's the next PS4 exclusive. This is how you do an epic game, and like it got way.
Well, I mean, no, just
like,
you and I
higher
both
ratings than it
acknowledge
should
that
have
The
done.
Last of Us Part 2 is way better than Ghost of Tsushima. I think we both agree with that.
Yeah, of course, easily.
Wasn't your game of the year. Final Fantasy was, but
yeah,
still.
but it would have been. It would have been.
Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy's. I mean, I haven't finished Final Fantasy 7 yet. I'm right near the end though now. I think I'm on chapter 15 or 16.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Well, you've gone into like the end of the game stuff. Like you finished.
No,
you
I'm
went
right
past-
outside. I'm right outside that. I'm about to walk through the like point of
You
no
got a bit.
return.
You got a bit left. I got probably like 10 hours.
Holy shit, that's a lot of game.
I did that in one stream. It was like 9.5 hours, I think, from
Okay.
climbing the side of
Yeah.
that thing to
Yeah,
finishing the
okay.
game. I think it's about 9.5 hours.
Wow, that's a lot, man. That's a lot of game.
Mhm. There's a lot that happens. Oh,
yeah.
there's a lot that happens. It's exciting.
Okay, is that where the fourth ward is? Is that where that comes from?
Yeah. It is.
I don't know what that is still. After all this time, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you won't. You'll never get it. George didn't get it either because it doesn't make sense and it's a stupid
Wait,
meme.
Oh, so it is like just a stupid meme. It's not some
It's
like
a
I always
dumb
thought it was
meme.
like some difficult part of the game. There's like the
I mean, it
fourth
is
ward broken.
kind of. It's like a dungeon crawl when you go through the wards, which is pretty cool. There's like a bunch of little mini sections of like bosses and fighting, and it's a really good bit actually. I like it a lot. But it was just this character says the fourth ward a couple times, and then I pointed it out and was like, "Oh, why are you so obsessed with the fourth ward?" And then like for the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes in chat, everyone was just saying it and saying the fourth ward, and like coming up with these dumb memes about why this character was obsessed with the fourth ward. And then he said it again. And I just fucking lost it because it was just it had become this stupid meme.
Oh god.
But it's not actually that funny in reality. It's just Four Pillars being dumb, which I love. But
Yeah, we all do.
yeah,
We all
Final
do.
Fantasy 7. Oh my god, I can't wait to fucking replay it when Integrate comes out. Oh, it's gonna
Yeah.
be so good. I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
I'm just excited to fucking finally finish it. It's been fun
Yeah.
though, to be fair. It's just the weirdest gaming experience I've ever had. I've never played a game so sparsely in my entire life. Especially one
Yeah.
that I really enjoy every time I do sit down and play it.
Yeah,
It
you
doesn't
have
make
been playing
any
it
sense
quite-
why I don't continue to play it. It just
More,
doesn't make
yeah.
sense. Every
Yeah,
time I play it, I'm like, wow, that was really fun. And then I just won't play it for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's see with me, I played it like I think I played it every day until I finished it. Like I was just so hooked that I was like, I've got to keep doing it. I did really long streams as well.
I can't play games every day. I just can't do it. I can do once a week.
What, fake
Me
gamer?
streaming is the only time I play. Yeah, I mean, I sort of am. I'm a
Unacceptable.
part-time gamer. I mean, I'm a retired gamer. You know what I mean? Like not fully retired, where it's like I still like to like do it on the side. Like I like to be in like a league, an old man's league.
Yeah,
Like
God,
on
you're
a
such
Tuesday
dad,
night.
Fucking hell.
Like yeah, I'm such a dad. I like to
my
go in like the
dad.
dad's league on like a Wednesday night, and that's when I
Oh
stream
my
like a
God.
Wednesday night, the dad's league. But I'm retired from like the elite level, and the
It's
like
funny
I'm playing.
though.
I'm playing like Assassin's Creed 2 and I'm just sucking. I'm like, why do I suck at this now? It's like, oh right, I'm old and retired. Yeah, I don't do this a lot.
It's so funny. It literally is like my dad though. Like my dad would play like FIFA or Madden and COD, but he'd still try to talk to me about games. Like he understood any of the gaming industry, and like you know, he enjoyed it because I'm so interested in it, and we had that in common. But like he doesn't know anything about anything. That's me and you now.
Yeah, it is. It sort of
You're
is.
trying your best. You're trying.
I mean, I did just explain that whole Sony situation.
You
to
did, yeah. To be fair, you did. You're still in the game a little bit, but that's more understanding business than gaming. I
Yeah,
guess.
true, and that's why. But it's also like I covered on the Time Night Show. I feel like the Time Night Show is doing well at making me keep up with things in a good way.
Yeah, that's good. I like that because most of the time we come on here and you bring up a topic and you go, right, James, what about this thing? And then I'll talk about it and you'll go, yep, I don't care, and then we'll move on. But now I feel like we're having conversations again. It's good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. You didn't think we've been having conversations? How long have you felt this way?
Well, 5 years.
5 years. We
5
haven't been
years.
having conversations.
Yeah, since the Empire days. I wouldn't count talking about Empire a conversation though, to be honest.
Oh my god, that was such a long period of time.
Yeah, far
About
too long. 2
Assassin's
years.
Creed Empire. Unbelievable.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
But we wouldn't be here
Yeah.
today without it.
No, we wouldn't be. Well, we might be.
Well, you've still got to teach me about YouTube genre, though. That's something I'll never be up on, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know a lot about that these days, but is there any
True.
drama
I
now?
feel like- No. Jake Paul
Damn.
fought Ben Askren today.
Yeah, but he's fighting everyone, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He won,
Yeah,
didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Did.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, he looked good. Honestly, it went exactly how I thought it was going to go, if not just a little quicker. If anything, Ben looked better than I thought he was going to look.
Oh, good
And
for
just
both
showed
of them,
that
then.
Jake's, as much as Jake's physically improved and his speed and his timing's a little better, he has the same flaws that he had in his other two fights that I saw, which was he has great offense and terrible defense.
Mhm.
Because he's only fighting people he can just beat up. He's not fighting anyone that can hit him back. And as soon as you fight someone that's going to hit him back, Jake's going to get knocked down. It's going to be fucking brutal. Because his defense is trash. And I noticed that. I've noticed that in all three of his fights. But he looks... You can watch it, and to like someone that doesn't know any better, he looks flawless. He looks amazing. He just dominates them. But when you watch as much fighting for as long as I have, you see those slight little holes. It's like, that shouldn't have happened. If he had good defense, that little tiny thing would not have even happened. And the way he reacts to those moments is that he doesn't see him coming. And I'm like, oh man, you fight one person that can hit. Like, Ben hit him once with like a flush left hook, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? Ben Askren hit you? That's embarrassing as fuck. Like, Ben Askren's a former mixed martial arts world champion and Olympic wrestler, but a wrestler. He's 44 years old, been retired twice, had a hip replacement, and he was a wrestler and always sucked at boxing. He literally trash boxer. And people are like, yeah, but he's been hit by all these elite guys. And Jake knocked him out. I'm like, yeah, but he also didn't get hit in his MMA career because he just would come out of the gate and then just take him down and win. That's what he did. That's how he was successful. And the 2 times he wasn't able to take someone down, he got the shit fucking kicked out of him. And then he retired. For the second time, got a hip replacement. Again, couldn't box, has never been able to box. Comes back and boxes a 23-year-old who's been boxing every single day, who's also way bigger than him, and make no mistake, 100,000% on steroids. Juice to the fucking gills, fair play. It's not like, I'm sure they're not getting drug tested. Or not like legitimately drug tested. So, yeah, I mean, it was no surprise to me that Jake Paul won that one. And he's probably will fight Dylan Dennis next, who again is a world champion jiu-jitsu fighter. That's grappling, not boxing. And don't get it twisted, Dylan Dennis would kill Jake Paul in about 30 seconds if it was a real fight. But in boxing, Jake Paul probably wins. Because Jake Paul's, unfortunately, the money draw, the one everyone wants to see lose. He's the one they're watching to see. You can put in anyone on the other side and everyone's going to root for them. But Jake's only picking people he can beat up. He's not taking any risks whatsoever. So he'll just keep winning. He'll just keep winning because he'll pick his moments because he's a smart kid. As much as everyone calls him dumb, but I don't like to see it, and I didn't watch it. Like, I didn't watch it live because there was actually legitimate mixed martial arts going on today. Robert Whittaker, Aussie, winning, put on a fucking martial arts masterclass. So anyone that, instead of watching that, and was watching the Jake Paul Ben Askren boxing match live, where it would cut to the commentary table and it's just Snoop Dogg and Pete Davidson smoking joints, going, "Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit," you know, like that's all the two of them are doing. Like, with just, and it would cut to them with the camera and Snoop Dogg standing up, making fucking doing this shit with his hands, and Pete's just standing there still like, oh yeah, like that's good weed, you know, like. It was just, it was the most embarrassing shit I've ever seen. I was like, what is this shit? But anyone watch that instead? Can't be my friend. Can't be friends with you.
All right, well, I didn't watch it instead. I don't watch it either, so.
Yeah. Well, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, man. What else has been going on with you? What, you're back playing Persona, you're working on videos. What's the video projects?
I guess things are going on. Yeah, playing more Persona, that's been fun. Getting close to the end now.
Wow,
so
I thought it never ended. I just sort of feels like that game that never ends.
It does feel like that. but in the best way possible. I like it a lot. But I feel like I'm kind of getting towards the end of the main game stuff, and then I'm going to be into the royal stuff, which should be nice. I guess it works as sort of like an epilogue. So that'll be cool. And then in terms of videos, yeah, I'm actually trying to work on some fucking videos for once, because it's been a while. I've been focusing very much on streaming and Twitch and everything. So I'm working on a Subnautica video because I've been playing that. I play that for like a month or so. And I wanted to make a video on it because, as you know, I'm terrified of the ocean. And Subnautica is an underwater ocean game. And it's terrifying. And it makes for a good video where I can go through it and be like, this was my experience of this game, being someone who's terrified of it. So it's a good one. It's a good video. It's coming together nicely. It should be out in a few days when this podcast comes out. So that's cool.
I still don't even understand what that game is, though. Like, what do you do in it? I know you're underwater and you're doing all this. Like, what's the goal of the game?
It's like, so you're trying to survive because you've crashed on, like, you were in a ship and the ship crashed onto this alien planet, and you're alone with just your little life pod, and you have to try and survive and try and find a way off the planet. And in doing so, you get messages that come in from life pods that are all around the sea, and you go over and you pick up these data packets, and they give you like little bits of dialogue and recordings and stuff, and you find out what happened to all of the people. You can go into the crashed ship and explore it and find loads more information and data, and you sort of unravel like what all these people were doing. Like, there's a mysterious story layer there. There's also like there's a mystery of like, you know, what's happening on this alien planet, and like, why did you crash, and like, you know, there's some alien structures and shit that you explore. And
so there's quite a story to it.
There's because it's a survival game, but there's a big story element to it, with a lot of like, there's stuff like mysteries to uncover, and as you progress you slowly build more things, and you can go further and go deeper into the ocean, that allows you to find more fucking things and more horrible creatures that want to kill you. It's good.
And how'd you go with your fears of the underwater?
Was fucking horrible.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was not nice, but in a good way.
Like, what was your feelings then? What do you mean by that?
So, like, I mean, first of all, like, when you start up, you climb out of the pod and you look out over the sea, and like, it's just sea. Like, you can't see anything else. It's just this big expanse of sea, and in the fucking distance, you can see the massive ship that you were in that crashed, just sitting on top of the water. That fucking terrified me, because it's just like, just seeing that massive thing, I can't fucking deal with it. And like, swimming around that.
I just don't get it, man. I just don't understand of what you're saying. Do you get like that when you see a big building in a city?
No. But if it was underwater, yeah.
Why though? That's so weird.
I can't explain because, it to you.
Underwater, it's like, it's not going to fall on you.
No, but that's not what it's about. It's about, like, I guess it shouldn't be there, you know? Like,
it shouldn't be there.
Yeah, like, what, a building, like the Empire State Building should not be underwater.
But a whale.
That scares me less because it's supposed to be there. But it still scares me a bit because it's so big.
Okay.
That it's
but
like,
but
imagine...
the thing, let's break that down. It's not just that it's not supposed to be there. It's also just that it's big.
Yeah, well, it's both of those things. But the man-made stuff freaks me out more. But I think the thing that would freak me out about like a big whale would be, if you're in a big expanse of water, I'm tiny compared to the whale. But the whale is also tiny compared to the ocean. And then you just sort of are like, oh, fuck, the ocean's so fucking big. And, like, you don't know what's anywhere. It's the fear of the unknown and the ocean and just the depth of it and everything. And Subnautica captures that really well. There was a moment that just freaked me out when I was really sort of exploring out for the first time. Like, I was going out, I had my little... it's like this thing called a sea moth. It's kind of like an underwater little submarine, but it's really small, like a little pod. And I was, like, sailing it out. And I was going along the seabed, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the seabed like drops away, like into just like this big expanse of sea, and then it's just me left alone in my little fucking pod in this just deep water, and it was just like, oh no, I fucking hate it. It was horrible, but it's made for a good video, definitely, so I can like talk about it and describe it and gives an insight into what it's like to play a game like that when you are terrified of the ocean. So
that's an interesting
cool.
like angle to do a video like that.
Yeah, I thought it would make sense, and it's been good to write. So hopefully everyone likes it and enjoys it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
love it.
It's good shit. It's good shit, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And then you're on to the Blood and Wine. Retrospective.
Yeah, I'll be playing that sometime soon. The issue there
when's
is...
that coming out?
Well, Blood and Wine's 5-year anniversary is May 31st, so I want to get it out on May 31st, because I've done the other two that I did on their 5-year anniversaries for the main game and then Hearts of Stone. The issue is Assassin's Creed Valhalla's first DLC comes out on May the 13th, and obviously I'm going to stream it. So I want to finish the game again first. And
wait, what? Wait, no.
Well, I was already replaying the game for my big video. Like I started replaying it months ago, and I just stopped when I got to Jorvik, because I didn't want to play it anymore.
Well, it's a terrible game. That's why it's a fucking awful game.
But I need to
say it.
Yeah, it is.
It's what? I don't know what you're talking about. It's what?
It's a terrible game, but it also has nice bits. All right, look, we're not.
What's a terrible?
I'm not talking about this. Look, listen. I will save my full unfiltered opinions for the video. All right, just everyone wait. It'll happen. Look, I need to play the game through again. So I've got one. I need footage, but second of all, I need to make sure I've got the correct notes for the correct bits. It's just the process. What I could do is, I guess I could use my old save and play the DLC, but I don't want to like play it without I don't know. I'll figure it out, but it's annoying that I need to play The Witcher 3 and Valhalla like the same time. To do what I want to do properly. I don't know. I think I have enough time though. I could start playing Valhalla today and skip a load of the useless arcs cutscenes. And then just get through it in a couple of days, maybe, if I just try really hard.
I'll be upset with you if you prioritize fucking Valhalla over this Blood and Wine retrospective.
Look, it's not going to be prioritized. It's just...
I don't like it. I don't
well,
like the way you said that either. I don't like the way you said it. It's not going to be prioritized.
Well...
I feel like it is. Look, I feel like that's you saying you fucking will.
No, well, look, Blood and Wine... What I want to do is get Valhalla done and out of the way so I don't have to worry about it, and then I can fully focus on the Blood and Wine retrospective. I mean, I could do it the other way around. The issue is just the DLC comes out on May 13th, so I'd have even less time to do both. Whereas if I do it the other way around, I have more time to do both. So, yeah, I have like a month. Just less than a month. Well, no, I have more than that, because it's May 31st that the Blood and Wine retrospective needs to come out. So, I'm already halfway through Valhalla. If I just speed up the fucking process and race through it, I could do it in a couple of days, probably. And then I can just...
Sounds fucking awful.
Focus on playing Blood and Wine.
Okay. But if you think... I mean, you know what you can do. Like, I'm going to tell you what to do.
I reckon I can do it. I mean, a week at most. It'll take me a week at most. Probably... There's no way.
But do you want to do that? Like, this is my thing. You make things you want to make now. You don't have to make things just because they're Assassin's Creed. Are you really going to make this fucking Assassin's Creed Valhalla video because you want to make it? Or are you doing it because you feel like you have to make it?
The video I want to make. I just don't want to play the game. But I want to make the video. Played it. I know, but I need the footage. But I also need to like re-go through it. Like it's just part of it. Like I feel like I can't make the video properly if I don't refresh my thoughts as well, because there's parts of it where I'm like, I think that was a really great moment, and then I get to it on my replay and I'm like, oh, I didn't like that actually. Or like there's moments where I'm like, oh, I thought that was bad, and then I'll get to it on my replay and I'm like, it wasn't even that bad. Like it's not. So I don't want to like go into this video talking about things wrong. So I just need to get through it again. But it's alright. I've done most of the fucking work for it now. I just need to finish it. I feel like Jorvik's on the sort of the second half. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to figure that out.
I just stumbled upon your... I was just on your Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And I stumbled upon the Patrice clip you posted.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about the Assassins and Templars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes me depressed.
It's a good clip, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Patrice I bring up Patrice because he congratulated you this week when you broke the world record for Assassin's Creed 1.
He did, yeah. That was nice.
How cool is that?
That was cool. I mean, he's followed me for years now. But
has he?
Yeah.
Was that when we were trying to get him on the podcast?
Yeah, yeah. Because he followed me.
Do you feel like we should try again?
I mean, we could, but the only message I have to him is, "Would you like to come on the podcast?" And he didn't reply. So I could send it again years later, and he's gonna go in, and it's gonna be like,
make it a bit more of a longer message. You know what I mean? A bit more thought than, "Hey, do you want to come on?"
No, it is a long message. It says like, "Hey, Patrice, cheers for the follow. I just wanted to ask if you're interested in coming on our podcast for an interview. Our podcast is blah 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 blah. Oh, our podcast is the most popular regular Assassin's Creed podcast on YouTube. Well, if I now say it's got nothing to do with Assassin's Creed, you want to come on? I'll be like, fuck yeah."
Talk about games. Talk about what you're doing now. Yeah, I agree. I think
talk about your monkey game you made. Yeah, let's do that.
Did you ever play that?
I got a code for it, but I've not played it. I want to though, to be honest. I want to see what it's all about because I saw a lot of people say it was not good, and a lot of people said it was. So I'd like to see what it's like. I could call it playing the creator of Assassin's Creed's new game. That's a terrible title. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. I know what you're saying though. I know what you're trying to say.
Yeah, that just wasn't very good. No. Maybe I could do that. I could just play it for a bit and see what it's like. I mean, it's one of those games, it's like a survival game, right? But like it has progression. I don't know if it's long or not.
You're asking the wrong guy. I know a few things these days, but I don't know that.
No, I don't really know anything about it, which I think is why it'd be quite fun for me to play it, actually. I might stream it. That's quite... I mean, with Twitch, honestly, it feels like there's so much more freedom to just stream whatever the fuck I want, whenever I want to. Like, because you're not... constrained to like, oh, this is Persona Part 17, I have to do this thing. I'm like, I can just stream whatever the fuck I want, and it's good fun.
How do you feel about Twitch at the moment? As in, like, do you feel it's changed you and what you're doing as a content creator now?
A little bit. I feel like I've got a lot more focus on streaming recently because of it. Trying to grow that side of it. But also just in terms of like creating clips and like throwing those up, and I don't know. Yeah, I do feel like I've got I'm sort of doing a new thing, but I think that's good. It's nice to evolve.
I feel like you're a streamer.
It's good. Yeah, I do feel a bit like a streamer who does YouTube videos on the side, you know. But I feel like it's quite nice that I've got two aspects now. I've got like my main channel where I put out big thought out projects, and then I've got my streaming that I consistently do. So it's like two actual aspects. Whereas before it felt like I made YouTube videos and sometimes I streamed. But now I'm both. Like I make videos and they're good videos, and also I'm a streamer. So like there's both, and I quite like that. So I want to do more of it, more clips and stuff on Four Pillars Clips, and that's good. Yeah, it's been good actually. I'm very happy with all move to Twitch. George is making the move. Now we're just waiting on you.
Yeah, I don't know.
George called you out in his announcement video.
What did he say?
Something like he said something like, "Oh, I wanted to move over to Twitch to the rest of the community, otherwise I'd be stuck on YouTube with Tyler because he's a fucking boomer."
I love that. I want to go find that. That's so funny.
And then he does like an effect on your face where he bulges it out.
How far into the video is it?
I don't know, like in the middle somewhere.
I love that. That's so fucking funny. Why does George's camera look so good on this video, but it looks like shit on the Four Pillars podcast every week?
I have no idea.
Look at the video.
I'm gonna have a look.
Look at the video.
Oh yeah, it does look way better, doesn't it? It's just like a sort of a bit more. I guess he gave a shit about the lighting. I don't know. To be fair, mine looks better in videos as well.
I just saw George's clip saying he'd be stuck on YouTube with me. That was funny. I like that one. I like that everyone's like, my resting podcast face is like such a meme that people repost as screenshots of me. Like just still on a podcast. Like,
That's great.
You know? It's great. It's funny. I feel like I've been the butt of a lot of jokes this year, more than I used to be, and I'm enjoying it a lot. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
I like people
making
fun of
me. Memes. Tyler makes
I do.
Good memes.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like they're good, and I feel like there didn't used to be many. I felt like people would always like. Remember when people used to be scared of me?
I do remember that. Yeah.
Remember that? There was years of that. I would come to streams.
No one's scared anymore.
Yeah, like I would come to streams, people would be like, "Oh, God," and you'll be like, everyone's being fucking wankers," and then Tyler shows up and everyone's trying to be normal and impressive. It's so that's such. That's so funny now because it's so not the case.
Yeah.
Like,
that's weird.
I think because I guess I'm so consistent with the community now and have been for a few years. Where I was at uni, I feel like in the middle there, like I started super consistent when we were growing stuff, and then in the middle there I sort of drifted off.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so people didn't know you too well.
Yeah, whereas I have 5 podcasts, I stream now and I do videos. Like I feel like I'm well and truly consistent. But also people didn't take the podcast seriously in the sense that they're like, your Tyler's not even around anymore. I'm like, what do you mean? I do podcasts every week. But it wasn't like I don't do videos, so it doesn't count. I don't stream, so it doesn't, like, you know what I mean? But whereas now people take those podcasts, they're like, oh, yeah, that's like a key part of our community is podcasts.
Yeah, it is.
That's what we do.
Always has been.
And I guess even the difference being video podcasts though as well. I think really makes it a bit more intimate, and you're seeing me. You're not just hearing my voice. Yeah. You're seeing me multiple times a week on the As Always podcast.
A week, yeah.
4 Pillars podcast, Clubhouse, Dynamite Show, Streamcast. I'm on that a shitload too. You know, so that's me getting up at 5 in the morning on a Tuesday. That's what the time I record those streamcasts is 5 a.m. I get up. No, 5 a.m. I'm recording. I get up at 4:30 in the morning. And Monday night I record like the Dynamite Show. So I work, come home, have some dinner, like set up the set in the studio for the Dynamite Show, film all the segments, like put makeup on, get dressed, like get all that shit sorted. Not that's like fucking much makeup, it's just fucking some powder. David dust on my face.
Bit of eyeliner.
Yeah, a bit of eyeliner. Yeah, bit of nail polish, all that sort of shit. Just fucking stunning.
Yeah, you're all about that.
I'm all about that. Yeah, but you know, and then that fucking finish that late at night, and then up at 4:30 to do Streamcast, and then I spend all day Tuesdays now. I edit all the clips for the Dynamite Show, all the audio files, and the whole video podcast, and just then upload it to all the different segments, schedule everything for the week. But that's me. Like I can do my couple of podcast recording segments, and then spend one full day organizing the whole week's worth of stuff from the Dynamite Show, and that's my work week done now. Like that's why I'm looking for full-time work again, but only doing like videography stuff and things that I'm good at and things I like doing. But I'm finding that work because I'm like, I do everything I want to do with YouTube, like, and I'll continue to try new stuff with it. But if I did any more, it'd be too much content. You know what I mean? There's only so much.
Yeah.
I stream every week. I've got multiple videos on my channel. I've got multiple podcasts on the network and various platforms. And if I feel like doing those little extra things like the skits and stuff, I do. And I can do that in a short space of time now. I feel like I've got it down to fine art. So I've got a bit more time on my hands rather than sitting here trying to fucking read through novels of Assassin's Creed history and then spend 100 hours writing a script. I'm like, how about I just make some notes and then talk about it for 20 minutes and has the same exact fucking effect. If anything, it's a bit funnier. You know what I mean? If the delivery. It's just keeping it simple and using my time better. It's fun. It's fun. And I want to do more of those skits. We've got a few ideas for them, David and I.
That's cool.
And then, I've had a few ideas for stuff that you and I can do, James, for ages. We've just got to be in person.
Yeah, well, that's difficult. Yeah, it's a quite a hurdle.
Not for that much longer, man, to be fair. Not that much longer.
Well, yeah, I guess. We'll see.
Well, here's the thing. You're open up now, though. You're not in lockdown, really. That's all.
Well,
sort
yeah,
of
I mean, it is sort of ending, yeah.
Because you have no idea how harassed I get from some of the mods and the boys from the UK about you. Tyler, why the fuck do you listen to James anything he says? He doesn't know anything about whether we're in lockdown. Like, Toby gets so angry. I get so many messages from Toby.
Yeah, but let's be real. Those guys never took this shit seriously in the first place. They were all doing shit, going out, whatever they fucking wanted to do. Like, we are still we're not meant to be seeing people. It's illegal. Like, we're not supposed to be. You can go see like 6 other people like outside in like a public space or whatever. Like if you go to a park. But
restaurants and bars are now open. You can go to the pub now.
Yeah, but you're supposed to be like distancing people. I mean, nobody fucking does it, but you're supposed to be. I just don't want another fucking lockdown again. Because the same thing happened last time. Like, everywhere fucking opened up. Everyone went out and did whatever the fuck they wanted. And we went straight back into another fucking lockdown. And it doesn't make sense to do that. It doesn't make sense to go back into another lockdown. But the government will just do it. And you never know. So I'm just playing it safe.
But you've got the vaccine now, and you guys are doing alright with it.
I think we'll be fine. I'm just playing it safe until they open it up a little bit more. Once they start opening up and it feels like we're somewhere further than we were before.
Why don't you just be responsible yourself and social distance when you go out and make the most of going out as long as it lasts?
Well, I do.
Because you can't control what the other fuckwits do.
Yeah, well, I do that. Like, I take Sora for a walk and we go about, and it's,
But it could be even as something like Toby message me and be like, we call them tinnies in the UK. James is a fucking idiot.
What the fuck does that mean?
Like, remember when I was calling, like, beers tinnies? And you were like, what the fuck is that?
Well, we call them that in the UK.
That's what Toby's saying. He's like,
yeah, maybe if you're a fucking idiot like Toby. You know what? Toby's just a fucking idiot. I don't like him.
It's not even just...
I've never liked him. 0 out of 10.
It's not even just him, but I feel like he's the main one. Like, even Ben, fucking little Ben Parker, or Big Ben Parker now.
Big Ben.
Gaz, all the boys were on voice
Someone
chat
saw the shit behind my back. Right, well, that's it.
Well, yeah, I was talking shit
to me to come in and,
yeah,
I'm going to have to wreak some havoc. I'm not having this.
Yeah.
I'm having this. I'm the king of the community. I'm not fucking having this.
Do you want to explain a bit about, just because I know a lot of people that listen to the show are part of the Discord, there's been a few changes this week on how that's sort of operating. I even haven't been too involved in that because I really don't care. And it's not that I don't care, it's that no one listens to me anyway, so I had to stop caring about the Discord and the mods and who does what. I'm like, I don't care because no one will listen to me anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm just a guest. I just stick to my as always chat and it's always fine.
I found everyone just listens to me, but I don't know if that's true or not. I just felt that they did. So I'm not really sure. But now I know they're all fake fucks anyway. So I don't know.
Well, they all listen to you, and I think it bothers Ethan that he doesn't feel like he has to listen to. I think. Yeah, well,
and it used to bother me,
and it's true, and it's because they don't. It's because they do rarely listen to him. In fairness, they just sort of listen to you, and then I felt that way for a bit too. But then I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, well, I love our mods. I think they're great mods. I love them all.
I'd love our mods too.
Keep listening to me. I'll guide us into a better future.
Yeah.
It's what I do best. But, yeah, we changed things slightly. I think it's for the better. Everyone seemed to be happy with it. We basically just decided in terms of... So, on the Discord, mod work and, admin work were sort of the same thing. So we had a team of mods, but the team of mods continued to grow, and as it did, it makes it more difficult to be able to have that core group of people run the server in an efficient way. And on top of that,
why were people being modded so much? Why was it growing so much?
Well, I mean, for a start, community growing, all of us streaming way more often.
But this is what I didn't understand, though. Here's what I don't understand. I don't understand. This is what confused me. I didn't realize. Okay. You're telling me that the mods in the Discord are all had to be the same. Like, if you were to mod someone on your stream, they now get a Discord mod?
Well, no, we didn't have to. We didn't have to do
that. That's why I stopped. But then I saw that this week.
I didn't think we were doing that.
No, I've never thought that. I'm like, what in the world are we talking about?
No, I just thought.
What does a stream mod have to do with the Discord? They're completely different things.
It was the issue.
There's people that watch my channel that don't watch anyone else.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought. I thought that was fine. But the issue Ethan had, which I guess was a fair issue. I mean, the mods maybe should have done a better fucking job. But he wasn't getting his streams, announced or whatever. Or if he were posting... I don't know. I think it was just... I don't know. I can't speak for Ethan, I guess. But that was a big issue, was announcements or whatever. The mods would be posting James is live, Elva's live, but they just wouldn't post for Ethan or whatever. Whether they didn't notice, I don't know. But there needed to be that representation there, because that's it's Ethan. So all the pillars should be having their things announced or whatever. Me6 used to do it, which is our bot. But now we have to do it manually because we haven't got the premium to be able to connect YouTube and Twitch at the same time. But which we should probably pay for, but that's another thing.
How much is it?
I don't know. It's something a month, but if you get the one-time payment, it's not that much. It's £70 or something.
Oh, let's just do that. Whatever.
Yeah, I know. That's what. I did.
We can
propose
afford that.
But well, I did propose doing that.
Can we afford that? James, we're rolling.
Can we afford it? Right now. Well, I did propose that, but Ethan Ethan didn't think it would solve the issue that he had. I don't know what specific issue he had, I suppose, as he's not
I feel
here.
like this might even be a Four Pillars podcast conversation.
Yeah,
it might not even be a conversation Ethan wants to have in public, to be fair.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, I'll talk about the changes anyway.
Ethan might get mad at us.
Oh no, I can't deal with that. It'll give me a temple blow, and then I'm just gonna be out for the count.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was just that lack of, I guess, coverage on the entire community. But the reason was, I guess, we needed some more of that in Discord itself without going overkill on the admin side of things. So what made sense for me, and it's something that Diogo said, but I sort of, I guess, developed it a bit more, so we sort of had a place to go with it, and that was just to separate mods from admins. Not separate them, but create a specific admin role where we would have a small group of people, less than we already had as mods, just able to run the server. So I think we have about 8 to 10 people now that are in that admin position that run the server. Somewhere, I'm sure I do. Hold on, let me find it. Because
this is news to me. This is all news. I don't know really any of this. I saw the conversation happening and I'm like, you guys are fine. This doesn't affect me at all.
Yeah, it's like, pretty much just a background thing as well. Like, it's just behind the scenes. No one's even going to know. It's barely even... It's not a role that shows up.
There's a lot to the Discord, but I only pay attention to one part of it, and I feel like it runs itself.
Yeah.
You don't even need mods in the As Always chat.
There's a lot of mods as well, like, that are like part of the loyal few that did do admin stuff, but we don't necessarily need to be doing it. Like, I feel like we had too many people almost, because there'd be so many conflicts so frequently. I feel like it made sense to downsize the admin team. So we've got...
So the admin team is who looks after the Discord, and the mod team is like who...
They police it, and they can deal with stuff. They have very similar powers, but admins mean, like, they can create and delete channels. They decide, like, where the server goes and stuff, to be able to actually
and who gets banned as well?
No, mods would do that as well.
Okay.
Mods, like, would be policing it, getting rid of messages, banning people, kicking people, all that stuff. Like, admins just delete, create channels, sort out roles, stuff like sorting out screenshot of the month and art of the month and stuff like that. And dealing with those community things and, you know, what the future of the Discord sort of thing. Yeah, but okay, so I've got the list here. We've got Jas, Amir, Zach, Hamid, Jamie Burns, Mario, Max, Ben, Diogo, Shores, Katie, Joe, and Southern Ben is the admin team. And
that's a good team. That's a strong team.
And there's like a few other people that, you know, could have been, but we don't need so many people. And so we decided, fuck it, we'll keep it small. And then we can mod more people now. Like, we can have a lot more mods because we can give it out without it affecting the admin process, and we can have a lot more mods over Discord as well. Like, you know, people from different places like the US, and Australia as well, to cover those different time zones for when, like, you know, because a lot of people are just from the UK and Europe, so it makes sense to have those other time zones covered on the Discord as well. So that's good, and it doesn't affect. Because
I feel like there are 3-day periods in the world. It's the Australian day, the UK day, and the US day. Because there's always one of them going on. There's never a time where all three of us are out.
Yeah, exactly. So it's nice to have that there, and I think it's good. It just means, you know, whoever's got a mod on any of our streams, we can mod them on Discord now, and they are able to do that. And obviously they don't automatically have to be mod, but it's say like you have someone modded that isn't a Discord mod. If you want to, then you can do that, and it's just up to each of us to decide if we want to do that over on Discord or not. But it's just I think it just makes the whole process and system a little bit easier. And it functions better. I think it was a good decision for the betterment of the Four Pillars community Discord. So good stuff, but no one will even really notice it.
Yeah, okay. This is more of an inside baseball. You're explaining something to me and how it's going to work. But, I mean, it might make a bit more clarity to other people as well that are part of the Discord in their day-to-day. And like, I don't understand what's the difference. What's the difference, between the mods and the admins? So
and why are there so many mods now? Where do they come from and why?
Yeah,
they know.
Makes sense. Fantastic. Dude, you've watched, obviously, the latest episode of Falcon Winter Soldier?
Oh, have I ever? Yeah.
Right, this show has fucking hit some levels the last 2 episodes.
Oh,
now we won't spoil it. That's for the Streamcuts podcast on the Four Pillars Network.
It is, yeah. Check that out.
But just surface level stuff. stuff that we talked about before the show even came out, what we wanted from the show, the development of Sam into Captain America, the develop of Bucky and how he fits into the world. Those two things we like, storylines that we sort of wanted to see going into it, are both developing in incredible yet ways we never imagined. Personally, I didn't see these directions going this way, but everything that they're doing in the show and every direction they're taking, all the different characters involved, makes so much sense. Makes so much sense.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
I'm loving the show. How do you feel about it now that we're 5 episodes in with only 1 to go?
Yeah, I think it's honestly, the show has sort of done more than I expected them to do or wanted them to do. I think they've gone into a lot more depth than I ever expected them to go with this, and I think that's what's so engaging about it. Like, it's taken this personal journey of Sam sort of figuring out what he should do or what he wants to do, what he needs to do, in a very emotional and engaging direction. I think it's really fucking good. How that correlates as well to Bucky and his own personal journey, I think is really great as well. Their relationship has been great to see.
Oh, it's actually somehow better than I ever imagined it being.
Yeah.
Sam and Bucky together. Like, I literally am so attached to those two characters. Like, at the beginning of this 5th episode, spoiler free, there's like a fight. There's a fight that happens that Sam and Bucky are involved in. And I was just sitting there, like, literally watching on my television going, fucking let's go, boys, let's go. You love to fucking see it. The boys fucking kicking ass together. It was just,
yeah, it's really cool.
And the stakes are so high at this stage of the show as well. Like, they're nailing it. It feels like, a Captain America movie, but also there's another layer to it as well. There's people don't like their entertainment being crossed with politics, but there's that little bit of the real world crossing over with some political themes. But I think it's been done so tastefully.
Oh, it's so good. It's so fucking good. And not only is it done well and has an actually really cool and well done commentary on the real world, it also greatly aids the story they're telling. And it plays into, some of the things that Steve fought against himself, and how Steve came from the military and he followed, the military, and then you see in Winter Soldier that realization that you can't really trust these governmental systems and stuff, and then obviously that continues into like Civil War with the Sokovia Accords and stuff, and you sort of see, what that's like for Sam, and it's interesting to see, where they've taken that and touch upon points that I never even really considered, but make so much sense to be part of this narrative, given the history and legacy of the Shield and of the United States.
From that first episode, I was like, oh my God, I reckon they're going to bring this into it. And I didn't expect that, but of course that makes sense. And then they really have slowly burnt into it. They didn't just throw it at you from the start of this is what it's about. They've really built to it in a good way, that when it's come up now to the forefront, you're like, they took their time to get here in a good manner. I think it's extremely well done. It's made Sam even more, like, I love him even more, and seeing him have those moments, like, those Steve-esque moments has been amazing. You're like, oh my God, you're fucking becoming Steve. It's beautiful. But then also you start to see those hints of like, oh, but you're also your own person, and in some ways better.
Yeah, exactly. It's really cool. And you sort of start to see the way that, like, as well, like these these conversations and these moments he's had, like he has a lot of conflict there, but ultimately it doesn't stop him from doing what he needs to do, and he sort of learns that himself, and you get to the point that we're at now where he sort of knows what he needs to do, and it's just really, really great to see, and I'm really excited to see where they take him and how he evolves in the the future of the MCU, because there's so much potential here, and I just can't wait to see it and see how they fucking develop this shit. It's really, really good.
Where do you think this, I don't want you to rank them or anything, but just like, where do you think this series at this point, assuming it ends at the same level, it has potential to go more so, but at the level it's performing at right now for you, where does it sit in amongst the Captain America like saga? I guess now this is the fourth sort of installment in that story, from First Avenger to Winter Soldier to Civil War to Falcon Winter Soldier.
I think it's very close to Winter Soldier. I think I enjoy it more than Civil War and First Avenger.
Wow. I think I'm with you. It's not Winter Soldier. That to me is like that's my favorite superhero.
Winter Soldier is just very good, and I think also it comes from the fact that it's such a well-paced film that you fit all of that emotion, all the character moments, all of the incredibly like directed action scenes into such a well-paced and condensed space that I think makes it even more impressive. But I think Falcon and Winter Soldier, it nails those character moments, and it does things that I didn't expect, and there's a lot of emotion there that I didn't expect to feel, really. Like, I feel very connected to all these characters, literally all of the characters.
Yeah, same, yeah,
and
wow.
I'm very invested in the whole world there. And I think that, yeah, it definitely, yeah, is probably my second favorite of the Captain America stories.
What do you do with it next, though? Do you still feel like we talked about the potential there? I mean, this word of writers thinking, oh, there's more story to tell. We could do a season 2, or we talked before, like, is this going to lead to a Captain America movie? Now watching it, not that it's over yet, but where do you feel this story goes next? Does it stay on a show on Disney Plus, or do we talk? Nothing happens until these characters show up in the next Avengers movie and years down the road, or are we talking Captain America 4, like an actual full movie with the Captain America title, but it's Sam?
I think I would be happy with both, to be honest. Like I would like, obviously I would love to see a full-blown film to see what they could do, because obviously you can do similar things in films and TV shows, and I think you can do a lot more of that slow drama in TV shows. I really like the character focus of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the way it's not like, there's not a lot of action beats. There's good ones, and they work well, and it's always in service of the character and the story they're telling. But I like that it's very focused on the character and the emotion of the story. So I think that I guess, I don't know, it's interesting. I'd like to see both, I suppose. I would love to see what they would do with the movie, but also I really do like the way they do character stuff in these shows as well. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's hard for me too. I don't know how I'd want them to do it. I don't think I want to see a season 2, because that would mean they really haven't gone full Captain America, or at least full next step with Sam. But I like what you love about what you miss maybe if you're an Iron Man fan, that Iron Man side of the story, his world, because you have Happy and Pepper and Rhodey. But we get that through Spider-Man movies now, and even there's going to be a Armor Wars show. So like, there's a lot of you get to see those characters from the Iron Man side of the universe. And what Falcon Winter Soldier is all those Captain America characters. Like, how many returning villains you've had from the Winter Soldier from Civil War come back in here, like Zemo, and George St. Pierre's character, and then you've also got these new villains, and then you've got Bucky and Sam and Sharon Carter and all these different characters returning from those Captain America side of things. You want to see those characters return again and again and again throughout, and see how the story develops. So I feel like you can't just leave and sideline Bucky and Sam, and I don't think you can give them a show again. I think a movie is the only choice here. I think there's got to be like a Captain America movie, because Bucky's a leading man now too, as much as Sam is as well. It's the two of them together. Like, I want to know that if I'm getting Captain America movie, it also means we're getting Sebastian Stan as Bucky Barnes.
Yeah. See them both. It's a really engaging partnership, I think. So yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I whatever they do, I just want to see more of these characters, and I want to see them develop and be like front and center. I want to see that. So I guess I would love to see a movie. I would love to see them appear in shows potentially again. In a more slow sort of way. But I would like to see a film and see them just like front and center of a big MCU piece. I think it would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, we know there'll certainly be in Avengers movies in the future.
Yeah, for sure.
But you want to see him more often than that. You know,
Yeah.
we've gotten to see Sam and Buck in a lot of these MCU things from all the Captain America movies and all these Avengers movies recently. So it's been great to see. And even like something like you see Sam as Falcon and Ant-Man. Like that's such a great scene as well.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite scene of the movie, in fairness.
But you love Ant-Man.
I do love Ant-Man, but I also love Sam. So I get two of my favorite things.
That's true.
In that scene. So it's really good. And it's a good scene too.
It is a good scene.
You know?
Yeah. It is. It's good shit.
There's I don't really want to talk about it, but we are going to talk about it. We have to talk about it.
Oh, what is it?
Apparently there's going to be another 2 years gap before there's another Assassin's Creed game.
Thank God.
News is. And that it's going to be King Richard.
Oh, yeah, Richard the Lioness. Yeah.
Yeah, the lioness.
Well, it depends whether you choose male or female, obviously.
The charming lioness.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, the article stupidly said that it follows King Richard III, which is not Richard Lionheart at all. That's King Richard I. But well done, article.
King Richard III's on our Patreon list.
He's he's a patron, so they got that one wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want to see this game. This fucking this is such a stupid idea. Why? There's no way it's real. Surely, there's no way the next game focuses on fucking Richard the Lionheart. It's so dumb. Why would you do that? I just don't understand.
Because it's like the remake of AC1 we always wanted, because they made a mistake in AC1 by making it about an assassin. So
that's fucking true.
We need to rectify that and make it with
Crusader Soldier, man. Yeah, make it with the king.
Exactly.
But the king goes around and does epic Dive of the Valkyries. There's actually the ending of the game is this epic mission where you go and you talk with Saladin about stopping the war and coming to an agreement and having peace, and you can actually romance Saladin in that moment if you want to. It's really steamy, good scene.
Oh God,
I like it a lot. You can also romance Altair when he comes up and tells you about Robert. You can also romance Robert.
Stop it.
This is the important parts of the game, alright? The romance options. Yeah, it's really nice. I can't wait to ride around Acre on my horse and
What kind of mounts can I get? Tell me about the mounts, James.
You can get a big lion, a massive lion, or a lioness. It's really cool. But that'll cost you £35 off the Helix store. So don't forget that one.
35 real pounds of your money.
If you think you're fucking getting it for free just for buying our game, no, think again. You don't get anything for buying our game. You get
fucking idiots. You
get fucking nothing.
What a fucking idiot. Imagine someone buying a game and thinking they get the game, you fuck.
No, not at all. Every time you come to a point where you have to loot something, it takes you to the Helix store and you put your credit card information in.
I want to work for PR for Ubisoft and or be that person on the complaints, customer service. I'm sorry, you charge me £15 to have this cosmetic that can't be right, and I'll be like, are you fucking idiot, stupid cunt? That'll be on the phone. Hang on, you be a customer and you're calling Ubisoft customer support because you're fucking furious at all these microtransactions, and I'll be PR because this is what they believe, and I'll be the honest PR from Ubisoft. Go on.
All right. Well, I'm
hello,
ringing.
Ubisoft. What can I do for you?
Thank you, Ubisoft. I have been playing your new game.
It's time. Hang on, let me do it again. I fucked it up.
Okay. All right.
Ring. Answer the phone. Hello, this is Ubisoft PR. You're speaking with Tyler. How can I help you?
Hello. I was playing your new game, Assassin's Creed Richard the Lionheart.
Oh wow, that's really cool. We worked really hard on that. You would have no idea how many hours and blood, sweat, and tears would put into just all of those romance options.
Yeah, I really like it.
That's great.
Like it. Yeah.
Should I write that down? Can you write a Google review for us? 5-star Google review.
Yeah, I'll do that later for you.
Can we do it over the? No. Can you do it over the phone so I can make sure it gets done?
Of course.
Yeah, so we'll do that now, right? I'll just
I
can write it for you. You just give me permission to put your name down.
That's completely fine. Yeah.
your just bank account details, things like that.
Yeah.
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 What? Anything? I've done
not...
that now. Anything else I can do?
Yeah. Look, the reason I'm calling up is because I'm playing a game. I've come into a bandit camp. All right. And
yeah. Okay.
Look, don't
There's
get me
lots
wrong.
of
I've had a
those.
lot of fun. There's a few. Yep. I've had a lot of fun. Taken out the pole mark. And
amazing! Wow, that's really challenging.
I've looted his body.
Was it the brute one? Was it the one with like the spear?
He's good. He's the one with the flag. He's level 57.
Wow, that's unbelievable. You must have really been playing a lot of this game.
It's at the Acre Docks.
First playthrough?
Yes, of course.
Wow, can I get you write a 5-star Google review about that?
Look, maybe in a bit. Can you just help me? I'm trying. This is an issue. I'm trying to play this game. I'm really enjoying it. Okay.
You're playing the game and you're enjoying it. What's the issue?
Listen, I've tried to loot the body of the guy, and it's taken me to the Helix store. It's asking me for credit card information. All I want is my loot. I just wanted my 5-star loot. What? Why can't I get it? What's the problem? What's going on?
Are you a fucking idiot?
Excuse me?
You stupid cunt.
Ubisoft? This is unkind.
My name's Tyler, and I work for Ubisoft, and this is an official name for Ubisoft. You're a fucking idiot. What? You think you're just going to get a game for free?
I paid £80 for this game.
No, you paid £80 to say and tell your friends that you've got Assassin's Creed, Valhalla the Lioness, Founders Scarab. You know? That's what you pay for. You don't just get a fuck. Do you know how much time they spent reskinning that armor of Brutus into this other armor that looks just slightly different? You're paying 15 extra pounds for it, you dumb fucking cunt.
I mean, I didn't get this in God of War.
Oh, you're going to compare us to God of War. Mate, we have 300 more hours of content in our game. You fuck. You dumb fuck.
You know, you've made a good point, actually. That's fair.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have said that.
I know it's useless content. I know it's the same thing over and over, copy and pasted. But it's 300 more hours of it.
That's a lot of hours.
What more do you want from a game than hours of time? So how much have you really paid? How much should you owe us compared to what you got from God of War?
That's true. This was a bargain, actually.
You know what? You're a fucking idiot. I don't want you to play it anymore. And then I hang up on you. And you know what that's called? That's called victim blaming, and that makes you hate yourself and continue to pay me money.
Yeah,
it's called abuse, actually.
Yeah, it is abuse. Yeah.
And that's what happens.
What did Ubisoft?
Yeah. So that's how the fuck did we get onto that?
I don't know. What do you think about Richard the Lionheart?
I don't.
The historical figure.
I don't care. I'm not going to play it anyway, am I?
No, you're not. You're not. I will, probably. Unless
I literally saw the article, didn't read it, and just thought, I better ask James about that. So it's like we can put in the title. And
I didn't read the article. Well, I skimmed it. That's when I saw King Richard III in there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. See, I just saw the headline and I thought, I don't care. I don't care if it ever comes out. I'm never playing
I really don't think it's real. I really don't think this Richard the Lionheart game is real. It's
But also saying that
ridiculous.
there's another 2 years for the next AC game, I don't believe it for a second.
Maybe, but here's why I think it might be true. Because they're doing Wrath of the Druids, which is coming out in May. That's the same time that fucking Fate of Atlantis came out, the final episode of it. So they're really slacking here. And then we're not going to get Siege of Paris probably until, September, maybe? October, something like that. Then there's rumors there's going to be a third DLC, which is being made by Sophia, which is going to come out, it'll be the start of 2022, which means that takes us all the way around to when you would have completed a full cycle of the DLC and stuff of a game, which means they might not put one out in 2022 and it might be 2023. So that might be true. But I believe the article was saying the game is coming out 2023 and it's rumored to be this. So the person that leaked that it's coming 2023 are not confirming the Richard the Lionheart leak. They're just saying it because it's been talked about. But I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's going to suck. And I'm sure I'll play it and have a laugh. And it'll be fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And I'll make big bucks.
Yeah, I mean, you'll make obscene amounts of money.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to be doing it, I better be doing it too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it to myself because I feel...
Yeah, that's understandable.
empty inside.
Yeah, I mean, if it's made by Quebec, I won't play it because I've already said that I won't, and I can't go back on that.
Yeah.
But I don't think it is going to be made by Quebec.
Yeah, I just genuinely don't want to play it.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Don't do it
You
to
know?
yourself. Enjoy games.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just happy to put myself through that for a bit of cash, in the pocket.
For a bit of
I
cash.
like it.
What could they do with a third DLC? Like, I just don't understand. What the
Avon
fuck
becomes
are
an
we doing here?
assassin. Nah, I don't know.
No, I hope he does. So I can just laugh to myself.
I think it'll be mythology. I think they'll go full Niflheim, Helheim and stuff.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that sounds like literally the worst.
Yeah, doesn't it sound like fucking hell?
Yeah.
I get it. It sounds like a bit of Helheim, doesn't it, Tyler?
Oh god, let's end this episode. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you wouldn't get it. You're not a Norse pagan.
We're getting into Valhalla, Norse mythology.
I hate Norse mythology so much. I've never hated something more.
I now hate it. I used to
It makes
really
me feel
think it was
so sick.
Yeah, I actually hate Norse mythology. It's the worst. What a stupid heritage, and it's my own heritage too. What a
yeah,
stupid
fucking hate
heritage.
it. No good.
Yeah, I hate my ancestors. They're fucking dumb fucks.
Imagine sacrificing a goat to Odin. Imagine fucking doing that.
But imagine believing in Thor and fucking don't get me started on Loki. I'll fucking kill you. Holy fuck.
I can't even hear the name Loki anymore
Like,
without
it's ruined.
feeling
It's fucking
upset.
ruined. And I'm like, and seeing people like praise it, like, oh my god, look at all these awesome like representations of Loki. They just always nail him wherever media is in. Look at Marvel. Look at Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Look at God of War. No. How dare you fucking put yourselves in the same level? But now I hate all of them. I hate God of War now. I hate Marvel. All because
Can you
of
wait for
Valhalla.
the Loki show? The Loki show's coming out soon.
No, hate it. I hate
it's gonna
Marvel.
Be hype. Oh,
Hate
man.
Marvel. Hate God of War. All because of Valhalla.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Valhalla really ruined video games for me. I almost quit everything I do on YouTube because of that game. That's how bad that was. I hate it.
Yeah.
In
It's
some ways,
really
I hate it
weird.
more than Odyssey.
Yeah,
I know it's
definitely
better than
do.
Odyssey. I know Odyssey's worse, but like, it's so bad I just don't even care. Like, Valhalla really just destroyed me.
It's weird because I think I hate Norse mythology more than I hate Greek mythology. Like, Greek
Yeah.
mythology wasn't a huge part of Odyssey, though. Like, Cassandra wasn't mentioning the gods every 5 seconds. I fucking hate the way that every single fucking conversation in Valhalla has to have a random Norse fucking metaphor in there. It drives me insane. The amount of fucking Viking banter. I just can't fucking take it. I hate it so much. It drives me insane. I just...
Yeah.
Ah,
No, I know.
God.
I know. I hate it too. Yeah,
Yeah,
it really is that thing that's just always brought up. It's always part of everything, and
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's made me really hate Norse mythology. It's made me hate Assassin's Creed. It's made me hate games. It's made me hate making content. And thankfully, I've gone through a recovery period where I feel better about content again, but I still am not quite there with games. I feel like it's going to take me like some really good... Like, I feel like I needed The Last of Us Part 2 after Valhalla, in the sense of I wish that came out afterwards. I'd be like, wow, how good's video games.
I need Horizon.
That's how I felt after. We need Horizon, and then we'll be all set.
Horizon is honestly my most anticipated game, I think. I can't fucking wait. Like, more than God of War.
Yeah, definitely not for me.
I don't know why. Horizon just does something for me. I can't wait for it. I really can't.
Yeah. I guess I could... Yeah, I'm not excited for any game right now, because everything feels so far away. There's nothing I'm, like... that close.
Is there anything close? No, I don't think there is actually.
What's that one in August coming out? That like Sony one?
Kena Bridge of Spirits?
Yeah, that's one.
Ah, that was so good. That's gonna be
It does look really good. I'm not like excited for it though, and it's still August. Like, it's still a while away.
I'm looking forward to it. Well, look, August will come around in no time. It'll be August in a minute, and we'll be like, fucking hell, look, it's August. Remember when we said August was far away?
And apparently Halo Infinite's still coming out the end of this year, is that right?
I believe so. We've not seen anything though.
That's unfortunate. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think it's going to be great. I think Halo Infinite's going to be good.
Why? Why would you think that now?
Well, I made a whole video on it.
Yeah.
You go consume that. And you'd know.
No.
Well, it's your loss. You're missing out.
Yeah. Based on some screenshots?
Nah, there's more. It's a good video. Go watch it. I do analysis.
All right, I'll watch it.
It's not even a long one. You can watch it 2 times speed. You'll be done in 8 minutes.
Okay. Wow, that's still a long time for double speed. It's a 60-minute video. I'm not doing it, man.
There's no way it's 16 minutes. Maybe I'm wrong. I gotta check now.
Okay, go check. It's like 11 minutes, isn't it? 11 minutes, like 40.
Oh, it's 15 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. It's too long.
You're like a boomer, but also you're like a fucking Gen Z that just watches 6-second clips on TikTok and that's it.
Back
You
in
can't
my
handle
day.
anything.
Yeah, I just can't do it. I need my rest.
Yeah,
Can't
you
be
do.
watching videos.
Well, I need to go play Valhalla.
Dude, that's
Seems
so
the wind
sad.
calls me
Actually,
back to Ranfi.
Yeah, my
Kill
list.
me.
I hate it more than Odyssey. I really do. It's a
Got
better
to
game
fight
than
on the
Odyssey.
battlefield for Valhalla.
Yeah, okay, that's aggressive.
Yeah,
that's so
what it's all
much
about.
happening.
My blood soaked to Dranger. I can't wait. I'm excited. My axe has yet to feel a drop of blood.
I can't have these conversations with you.
I'm gonna wet my axe.
Yeah, you're
It's
gonna wet
been
your axe.
thirsting for the blood of a Saxon.
Yeah, okay. Right, mate.
Yeah, so excited. I'm gonna go raid a monastery. Oh, it's
Okay.
gonna be hype.
Okay. What have you got going on in the next week or so? You've the Subnautica videos coming out.
It is coming out, and then nothing really. I'm just gonna keep streaming. Finish Persona.
What's after
keep doing
that?
this Minecraft series, and then there's a few things I want to do. I want to play Nier Automata because people have been recommending that, and I really want to play it. I really want to replay Final Fantasy 15 because it's been a while. It's been about 5 years since I played it, and I want to play it again. I also want to play Hitman 3. So I got a few games to get through on stream, so that'll be cool. Meanwhile, I'll play Valhalla and Blood and Wine off screen and work on the Blood and Wine video. So
Yeah.
cool. That'll be nice.
Nice.
That's it.
Epic.
Yeah.
Well, I've just got another episode of the Dynamite Show, as always, in 24 hours time from when this comes out in the 4 Pillars Network and podcast services. Over on patreon.com/ as always. For just $1 a month, you get that audio early access, plus, potentially some other clips like the skits and stuff.
Nice.
Things
What are you
like that.
talking about in
Plus, there'll be clips on my channel, and then the full show on Friday on the 4 Pillars Network. And it'll be another great show. I can't wait for that. And again,
what are the
if you
topics,
like,
Tyler?
yeah, exactly.
No.
If you like what you're listening, what'd you say?
What did you say? What?
Didn't you say? What? Wait, I must have misheard you. What did you say?
I said, what are the topics? What are you talking about?
What are the topics? I
episode?
said, it's like I thought you were describing the show.
Yeah, that's a good description of the show.
No, I mean I didn't hear. I was
Have
talking over
advertised
you.
it to
So
the
what
masses.
I thought you. Yeah. I'm not gonna spoil all the topics, but I want to talk about.
Oh, okay.
Me and David are gonna sit down and break down the Jake Paul Ben Askren fight.
Ah, right.
I want to break that down. I also want to talk about that clip that came out from that stream.
What's that?
Of the guy talking about games being watered down. He used Valhalla as a great example. And it's a
Asmongold.
really,
Yeah.
yeah, and I want to really talk about that because it's a really important topic in the games industry. I think. Yeah, I've got something to say. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's hype.
say it. Plus, a few other things I got planned. Dave's gonna play a
Cool.
song for us. It's gonna be fucking beautiful. It's gonna be a morning episode because our schedules aren't matching up to do like a late night. Our late night, so it's gonna be a bit of a different vibe.
Just close the curtains.
No, we're gonna different vibe it. It's gonna be like a pajamas episode, a warm cup of cocoa, come in, and then just go ham. Play a nice soft morning song. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be a great chill time on this week's Dynamite Show. So I'm looking forward to it. Plus, I'll hopefully have another stream. Maybe I'm hoping to stream twice this week. Once for the It's a Collection, and once for Final Fantasy 7.
Cool.
So yeah, got that
Hype.
going on. So check it out. Stay tuned for more. And again, if you like what you're listening to here and watching here and you want to hear or see more, head over to patreon.com/ as always. For just $1 a month, you get exclusive access to over 100 episodes at your streaming pleasure of the Clubhouse Podcast, the best podcast on the internet, plus early access to the audio of the Dynamite Show each and every week. Appreciate you all for listening to this episode, and we've got to thank the sweet vintage lads over on Patreon that help support us and they make this show happen. our producers, as well as the credits tier, which is $5 tier and above. We have Avery Dobbs, Clark53, Damien, does the name William Miles ring a bell? Ferrentino, Flash Paradox, Franco, Jesper Olsen, just put an end to me, Albert, King Richard III, Real Kermit Cinema, Robbie, Ryan Hafer, Tristan Weaver, Viridian, Ballsack47, Danny with the hard name, Aragon, Henry, Justin, Kimasaba, Gamer, Cream Puzzle, Limstrade, Mario 5380, Uga Booga, Chinka Booga, Tuga Muga, Luga, Suga, Vuga, Puga, Ruga, Suga, Zuga, Yuga, Duga, Pink Flame 313, Sab 2557, Seth, Zacharias, aka Kieran, Adam Stunling, Alfie Rodbert, Andy Cure, Angel of Harlem, Anonymous 1K, Big Dick 666999, Ben Davis, Ben Higgins is thankful for his stick brethren, Benedict Klobbers, biggest fucking virgin, Bodge, BQ Overlord the Elder, Brian Ford, Christian0210, Chunky Malhar, Connor Rose Bill in the Alley, Elias Rowe, Emil Catborg, Evan the Kitty, Fat Fuck Cuck, Fishy, Jesus, Fissy, I've never said that, that's our fucking friend.
Nailed it.
Furious Coco, Gene, Give Me a Venus, Ginkgo Swag, God Bless the Visionary Zack Schneider, Greenies Winnie, Gwen Hughes, Harrisy, aka Bad Assassin, Hooky, Idiot Strength, Jack Nichols, Jack DJ, DG, I did it again, I fucking know, oh god, DG 1998. Joe the Founder's Scarab PS. Try and beat my Brotherhood console speedrun record. Tyler, you pussy. Josh Duvillier. Josh J. Anderson. Joshua James. Joshua Mora. Kassassin. Christian Rowe. Kyle. Lady Litzamania. Liam. Luca. Louis De Leon. Master Bass. Max H. Milk Boy. Nick Miller. Order 1908. Otako World 7, Owen the Big Brain, Philip Stillwagon, Possessed Jackal, Pubert Flubert, Rainy Not Sunny, Radok, Ravjai, Samwise the Sassy, Son of a Bitch, Oji Doggo, Sparky Barks, That Assassin Games, Adrian, The Blue Cow, They Call Me the Greenie Bearer, but Assassin Christmas is long gone, aka Connor, Thomas, James Talbot, Tim Allen is a cunt, TJFL, Tim and Travis, Trajan, Markion Young, Tristan Obig Fell, Walshy, Winona Ryder, aka Lindsay from Destination Wedding, you absolute silly thothage, and Zeppo. Thank you, Sweet Ventures lads, for helping power this podcast. We will see you on Sunday, Tuesday on this channel for the Streamcast, Friday for the Tunnel Show, Sunday for the Clubhouse Podcast, and next Monday for another episode of the Four Pillars Podcast. James, and as always, thank you for joining me.
Wonderful. We'll see you later, boys. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.